So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what this $1,500 a month serviced apartment in central Kuala Lumpur looks like. I'm renting this place for 1 month. It's situated in a building called Scarlett's Suites in KLCC, which is the central area of Kuala Lumpur. It comes with a fully equipped gym, a sky pool, and a host of other amenities. So let's take a look at what you get for $1,500 a month here in Kuala Lumpur. But before we get into that, I pay $1,500 a month, but I'm actually paying quite an overpriced price because I'm renting for only 1 month. I saw, for example, this listing right here that if you rent in this particular building for long term, that is a minimum of 6 months in this case, you could get this for as little as 3,200 ringgit a month, which equates to around $600. So also consider that if you're renting here long term, you get a place like this for even much cheaper than what I am paying. People often call Kuala Lumpur one of the highest value for money cities in the world. So let's take a look in this video whether I agree with that and whether this apartment gives you a lot of value for this money. But before we go into the apartment, let's take a look at the area around the apartment itself. So like I said, I live in KLCC, which is the very central area of Kuala Lumpur. You have a lot of very big buildings, lots of modern skyscrapers around, and I'm only like a 5-minute walk away from the Petronas Towers, which is the sort of most famous landmark of Kuala Lumpur. I really overall like this specific area. Walking around KLCC is definitely a lot more like walking around Singapore than it is like walking around Bangkok. Very clean, very sort of lush green. You have a sort of nature merging with the city that I really like about places like Singapore. So really nice to walk around. Overall, KL I don't think is super walkable, but in this specific area it is quite nice to walk around. Although if you do go outside of the main area, it is not nearly as clean. You certainly have a lot of dirtier areas as well. I haven't ventured out that much, but that is something to keep in mind. Now going back into the building, when you walk in, you have security, you have a front desk, and you even have a little coffee shop in here where I usually get a couple of coffees every single day. And you also have this small kind of 7-Eleven style supermarket where you can buy some convenient stuff and things like this. The biggest gripe I have with this apartment are the elevators. They take an absolute forever to come. I can't describe how much time I wasted waiting for the elevators. Anyway, this is the view that I get from the window of my apartment. We'll get back to the apartment in a second, but before that, let's take a look at the amenities. So here's a list of all the amenities you have in the building, some business lounges and whatever that I never really use. Main ones are going to be this pool right here. It's a very cool pool with a super nice view of the city. You can see the KL Tower there in the background. To be fair, the water is quite cold. I tried going in there once, and for that reason I don't think I'll use it that much. To be fair, I never really use the pools in any of the buildings I live in. And then you have these little lounge areas. We have like a pool lounge. You have this one is called sky dining. I don't know why it's called that. Seems to look like a meeting room or something like that. And then in the 48th floor, the top floor, you have the sky gym. The gym is not super big, but it is big enough where I can get a proper workout in. And of course you have a very nice view of the windows, given that it is on the 48th floor. With that said, now finally let's get into the actual apartment. All right, so here we are. This is the apartment. I will say it is not the biggest apartment in the world, but it is very well finished. It is very new, modern, luxurious. Everything really just feels quite nice over here. So what we are starting with is the main area over here. Then we have the bedroom over there and the bathroom over there. So let's actually start right here in the bathroom. We have well, anything you ever have in a bathroom. We have a sink, a mirror over there. You can see my beautiful face. And then we have the toilet and a shower over there. One thing I wish it had was like some sort of a curtain or something that you can put here, because when you shower, the water tends to always come here, which is not nice when you're sitting in the toilet, but that's kind of a small thing. It came with shampoos and things like that, so that's quite nice, as well as towels and everything like this, fully furnished, obviously because it's a short-term rental. From here, you can enter through this door to the main space, or through this door, which obviously closes as well, to the bedroom. So let's actually take a look at the bedroom. So in here we have a small desk. A big gripe that I have with apartments like this oftentimes is that the desks are not very good. This is quite small, and the space down there for your legs when I'm sitting on this chair is very, very small. It's actually quite difficult to work on this desk. Obviously, places like this are not really designed for digital nomads like me. They're more designed for holiday people, travelers, whatever those people need. But anyway, we have the bed, nice bed, not much to say about that. A little bedside table over there and a bedside table over there. Then we have these blackout curtains. This one I just leave down there because I don't need to open it usually. And there is another one there, which I bring down when I go to sleep. Then again, we have the view of KL over here. Still salty that it wasn't on the other side, so we don't get a view of the Petronas Towers, but you really get to see how green and sort of lush KL is. But that is pretty much the bedroom. You have a plenty of closet space over there. Now let's move on to the main space of the apartment, which is this right here. So starting with this little kitchen area over here, we have a fridge. We have a laundry machine down there, which I haven't used yet, but definitely will. Kitchen area, which I actually do use from time to time. I just used it before filming this bit to fry a strip loin steak, very delicious. We have this water machine over there. I thought it was a coffee machine at first, but it's actually for water. Then we have this high dining table over there, which is where I use to eat. This lamp over here, and again we have the view of the city that I get to look at every time. Very, very beautiful sunset. We have then this little living room area in here with this sofa, very nice feeling sofa, this little table, and this comes with Netflix. It's a smart TV, things like that. Wi-Fi usually works pretty well, sometimes feels a bit slow. I haven't actually tested the speeds. I'll do that actually and put that on the screen. And then we have my tripod, we have my filming light. This is my remote setup for filming all of these YouTube videos across the world. It actually has a pretty nice backdrop. I filmed a few videos here, and I'm filming quite a few videos here, so you'll see that on the channel sitting right here, looking behind there. And that is pretty much the apartment. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the description what you thought of this video. And if you want to hear my full thoughts around living here in Kuala Lumpur for a full month, then I'm going to be making a full video around that towards the end of my stay there. So definitely look out for that. In the meantime, I would say this is very, very good value what you get here, at least for the apartments in Kuala Lumpur. And you pay so much less than you would pay for a similar standard apartment in somewhere like Dubai, which is where I mainly live. In fact, if you want to see the difference on what $5,000 a month gets you in Dubai, then you can watch this video where I tour my friend's place in Dubai. It's a $5,000 a month place, but if you want to see the difference, then watch that video and let me know if you think the price difference in Dubai is worth it or not. So watch that video next, and I'll see you in the next one.